So it is a lot of gatekeeping going on, and I don't know, I just feel like I needed to do this video. So I'm going to be giving y'all some apps that you need to have for YouTube, and y'all can just thank me later, but these are some apps that you need for your YouTube channel.
Okay, the first app is Canon Camera Connect.
So we're going to start off with the basics. So for all the people out there that use actual cameras, like what I have, a Canon EOS M50, a camera or whatever, the first app you want to download once you get this camera is Canon EOS M. Wait, bitch, I said the name but a damn camera. The first app that I recommend you get is called Canon Camera Connect. So after filming your video on the camera, the point of that app is to just transfer the videos from your camera to your phone. So for the millionth time, every time someone asks me this, I use Canon Camera Connect when I use my camera to film my videos on. You just transfer it, you use it, however, you just pay attention, read the directions, it'll show you. So that's the app that you need when you buy a camera and you film your videos off your camera and you would like to transfer your videos from your camera to your phone, and then you edit how you edit. Okay,
next we have CapCut for editing apps.
So now let's get into the actual editing apps that I use. Personally, I feel like for beginners and for pros, CapCut, you already know. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. CapCut is the app that I use to edit all of my videos off of. It doesn't matter, it could be videos from my TikTok, it could be my hair tutorials, any type of videos I film, I use CapCut to edit because CapCut is easy. I have a how to edit video on CapCut if you're confused and you don't know how to use it, which you shouldn't be confused because it's very simple. Go to my how to edit like a pro video and I use CapCut. Now I also have this video that is like probably 2 years ago of me showing y'all how to edit on iMovie for all you iMovie people, but I don't like iMovie because it does not give you a lot of options and stuff like that, so whatever. Now for the gatekeeping, wait, also before we get to the actual gatekeeping apps that people be keeping from y'all,
Final Cut Pro, which for some reason I do not see in the App Store now, but I could have sworn I saw this app once a year ago in the App Store.
It's this other app that I noticed a lot of y'all favorite influencers use. They like to use Final Cut Pro. I think you have to pay for that, but Final Cut Pro, someone asked me in like a YouTube group chat like if I can see like what app this person used to edit, and I just went to their channel, went to their description box, and they actually tell you what app they used to edit, and they said Final Cut Pro. So you have to pay for it, but honestly the editing that these people be doing for Final Cut Pro is something you can do on CapCut.
The only difference in my opinion is that it has different effects.
CapCut is free, like they said. Final Cut Pro, or however you say that shit, is it costs money, so I'd rather you use CapCut. Very easy, very simple. Now the apps that they be gatekeeping from y'all is for these thumbnails. Y'all be asking me like how to get the grid thumbnail. I get so tired of showing y'all how to make a thumbnail, but
Fonto, Pixart, PhotoGrid, or Motive for the thumbnails.
You know, the thumbnails, all you need is Fonto, Pixart. Those are the apps that you use when you're trying to like really just anything. Basically when you look at my thumbnails, I use Pixart, I use Fonto, I use Pixart to edit the background and just like cut out me or something like that, and then I go over to Fonto to actually add the actual text to that thumbnail. So I don't know if this video I will have like a text or anything on it, but if I do, I'm going to be using Fonto, of course.
And I forgot to say Pixart.
So I noticed everybody and their mama are doing the same exact vlogs. The apps that I recommend y'all use for your vlogs is PhotoGrid or Motive, and those two apps are very helpful when you are trying to use the grids. Basically put your thumbnail in like 4 grids or 5 grids, or basically y'all see it because everyone and their mama make their thumbnails for their vlogs the exact same. So you can use PhotoGrid or Motive for those. Honestly, like I said before, I understand why people gatekeep stuff, but I actually don't at the same time, because I mean, help your people out. At the end of the day, it's enough money for everybody, so like why can't y'all just help each other out? As long as y'all have different creativity and different style and stuff like that, that's all that matters. You don't have to copy anybody, just help people out. If someone's asking you, oh, how do you get your thumbnail like this, tell them, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of people out there with a similar thumbnail as you, and a lot of y'all be actually copying other people's thumbnails. So if you gonna copy somebody's thumbnail and somebody asks you how you get your thumbnail like that, spin it to them too. But I mean, it is what it is. I see why people gatekeep, because they don't want everyone and their mama out here with the same thumbnail as them. But at the end of the day, you got that idea from somebody, so just like they got it from you. So like I said, for your vlogs, I recommend you use PhotoGrid or Motive, and then if you want to add your text to it, you can go to Fonto for that, because Fonto has lots of fonts, and you can also import your own fonts.
Just in case you didn't know, when you have YouTube, you would definitely need YouTube Studio as well.
Now I know this is very simple, y'all, but you will definitely need the YouTube Studio app, and the reason I said the YouTube Studio is because I noticed a lot of beginners on YouTube do not have the YouTube Studio app. app. You need the YouTube Studio app to add your thumbnail, to also add your description box, and just all types of stuff. Like if you don't have YouTube Studio, you need to get that. Honestly, like if you're gonna have a YouTube channel, you need to have YouTube Studio on side of it. Because when I started my YouTube channel, I think I only just had YouTube, and then when I was trying to add a thumbnail, it was telling me that I need YouTube Studio or YouTube Studio Desktop or something like that. So just download YouTube Studio. All of these apps are free. You don't need to pay for any freaking thing at all.
I highly recommend Lakey Inspired, Look Rimbo, and Kevin McLeod for your non-copyrighted music.
Now when it comes to the music and stuff like that, I can't really tell y'all an app to go to because the only app that I use for my music is YouTube. Like YouTube is the only app that I go to for my music, for my backgrounds. Yes, I'm talking about the non-copyrighted backgrounds. You just need music from YouTube. So what I do is you can go to Lakey Inspired for all my new babies out there. Lakey Inspired, I get tired of using him though because some of his songs, you know, I like music with a little beat in it because, you know, rap type stuff. Like I don't be having time for that little classy music all the time. So when I need something with a little beat in it, I just go on YouTube and search up. You can search up like Drake type beat, Beyonce type beat, or Post Malone type beat, whatever type of beat that you're trying to get. A Janae Aiko, however you say her name, type beat. Just search up a type beat and they will have a lot of beats pop up. Now that is kind of hard to tell if it's non-copyrighted or not. Like for my intro, I was so happy to see that that was not copyrighted. So I asked the dude that page I got it from if it was copyrighted. He told me it wasn't copyrighted. So I made sure that I used it. It's okay to ask them if it's copyrighted or not, but sometimes they take forever and a day to reply back. But it doesn't hurt to see for yourself.
When I'm trying to test to see if a song is non-copyrighted or not, I usually just insert it to my video, save it, then post it on YouTube on unlisted to see if I would get a copyright. And if I do, then that means I will have to, of course, change the song to something else and try again until it doesn't copyright you.
So for your music, you can go to Lakey Inspired, you can go to Kevin McLeod, you can go to Luke Brimbo, however you said, Luke Brimbo, something like that. You can go to him on YouTube, just search them up, go to their channel. They have some nice, amazing music on their channel that you can use for your background. Like you will never run out of music or whatever. Also, this other thing, YouTube itself has this library where you get to use all types of non-copyrighted music. Just go to the, I believe it's on the YouTube desktop. So if y'all use laptops or anything to edit off of, then you can go, it's easier for you because you're on your laptop. But on my phone, I don't think I could just go to YouTube and then use a song from the audio library
unless I go to YouTube desktop on my phone.
But yeah, you can go to your YouTube desktop and you will see the audio library, and they have multiple songs on there that are, of course, non-copyrighted that you can use from there. And also, I know I'm saying a lot of alsos, but I'm just throwing y'all on some music to use for y'all background. The YouTube backgrounds that you can also use, you can just go on YouTube and search up the YouTube audio library, and they have this page that is called the YouTube audio library or something like that. All of it is non-copyrighted. So I just gave y'all multiple pages to go to for your non-copyrighted music because people always ask me, how do you get non-copyrighted songs? It's so hard to find non-copyrighted songs. So I'm just throwing it out there for you guys to use. Now the songs that y'all see a lot of people use for their vlogs when it be all nice and stuff, I was gatekeeping it at first because, you know, I didn't want everybody and their mama out there with the same music as me, because like,
bad enough I'm already showing y'all how I do my thumbnails, how I edit my videos, so it's like everyone is literally just having the same thing that I have. So I just wanted to, you know, keep the music to myself.
The little music that, you know, you hear the rappers singing and it has a different type of background music.
If you watch my vlogs, you will also notice that I have those songs as well.
You could just search up an edit because most of that stuff be edits and stuff like that, and it doesn't be copyrighted. I was watching somebody vlog and they had like the Justin Timberlake Suit and Tie song, the actual song, but it had a different beat in the background. Just search up those songs like Justin Timberlake Suit and Tie but a edit. You're gonna have to find it. So
YouTube Tracker, Sub Count, and TubeBuddy is a must-have as well for beginners.
So another app that a lot of people be gatekeeping from y'all, and they get so mad when people ask them what app it is, which I don't understand, because at the end of the day, it's new YouTubers out here that be confused as hell.
But of course I do understand, because when I first started my YouTube channel, I found everything on my own without asking for handouts. I just did it on my own, so I can understand why some YouTubers would rather y'all do the same thing.
But they have this app where it shows you like your subscriber count. It is literally called Sub Count. Let me go on App Store right now and see if that's what it's called. I delete it because sometimes, you know, I be having to edit and delete. Yeah, so it is called Sub Count. Is where you see the actual amount of subscribers that you have on your channel. Another app is called YouTube Tracker for YouTube, and it just tracks your subscribers and your watch hours. It tells you how many views you have, all that type of stuff, and it also lets you know what you are missing, I guess, in order for that video to grow. I don't really know, and that shit ain't really true anyway, because TubeBuddy is another app that I once had when I first started my YouTube channel. I would listen to everything that TubeBuddy, well, actually I'm not even gonna say that, because because my video, like I said in the beginning, my videos used to get a lot of views within hours, so maybe it was true. But I'm trying to get my channel back how it was, you know, because it's still the same. I'm still the same person. I still talk the same. I'm still the same. So I don't really know what the difference is. All I can do is blame the fake support. But the YouTube tracker app just shows you how to get more subscribers, and you know, why do people stop watching you and just stuff like that. But to be honest, to me, I feel like that ain't genuine, because you have to pay for that, and ain't no way in hell I'm gonna pay for anything that I can see for myself. You just gonna have to use your brain. They have the YouTube analytics. You need to make that handy. But yeah, so the YouTube tracker app is another app on the App Store that is free, and it just lets you see how many watch time you have, easy as hell, so you won't have to go to YouTube desktop from your phone. And like I said, TubeBuddy, let me go to TubeBuddy because I forgot what TubeBuddy shows you, but I think it shows you the same thing that YouTube Tracker shows you. Okay, TubeBuddy is just like YouTube Tracker. It just shows you what video got more views, where your subscribers come from, how many likes and dislikes that video got, just stuff like that. I really wouldn't recommend it, but I kind of do for like beginners and people that don't really understand YouTube like that. You should definitely get it so you can kind of get it more. But once you got YouTube on your own and you don't really need all these sources telling you what to do and stuff like that, you won't really need it. So
the Notes and Reminders app will definitely come in handy.
Okay, so another app that is already on our phones is the Notes app or the Reminders app. The reason I'm saying this, and actually I'm going to my reminders because I feel like my reminders have so much stuff. Actually, I think I deleted it. I deleted all that shit. Okay, but yeah, the Reminders app and the Notes app is when I first started my channel, I would plan all of my videos out. If you're a phone person and you be on your phone all the time and you feel like a lot of things be more organized on your phone, you should definitely get the Reminders app or the Notes app. It should already be on your phone, but it's very useful when you're being a YouTuber because you could be watching something and you know a video idea click in your mind. You can just go ahead to your notes and write it down, type it down. My notes be so filled with YouTube ideas like this, literally, and it just keeps going. Like, it stopped. I think I cleared out my notes, but yeah, whatever.
So y'all probably heard these apps before and probably are still confused on how people come out with good video editing and also thumbnails and stuff like that. You would just have to really learn the app itself.
That's really all the apps that I can tell you guys about. All of these apps are free. Like I said, you don't have to pay for anything except for the YouTube tracker, but I didn't pay for that, so I mean, you don't have to pay for it either. Like, I'm not gonna pay to understand things that I already understand. So yeah, y'all, those are the apps that everyone uses, well, that I recommend y'all use. And I told y'all some of the apps that people be gatekeeping from y'all, but it's simple as day, like PhotoGrid, Motive, and stuff like that. But the main apps that you would need for your YouTube channel, I believe it should be PicsArt, Fonto, PhotoGrid, YouTube Studio, of course, and just stuff like that. CapCut, of course, is the top one for the editing apps. Canon Camera Connect for my babies out there that have cameras and would like to transfer their videos from their camera to their phone. So yes, those are all the apps that I use for my YouTube channel. Hopefully I helped some of y'all out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're new. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in my next video. Stay tuned.
Saucy, you a genius.